Hi, I'm Liz, and welcome back to Unwind, Managing Work Anxiety in a Burnout Era. In our last episode, we explored what work anxiety really is. Today, we're turning that knowledge into action. This episode is your practical toolkit. I'll walk you through science backed methods that reduce daily anxiety, even in high pressure jobs, without needing to book a therapy session or wait for a weekend retreat. These tools are drawn from cognitive behavioral therapy, mindfulness based stress reduction, and neuroscience. You can use them in small daily ways, in the middle of your workday, not just before bed. Let's start with a question. What do you usually do when you feel anxious at work? Do you try to ignore it, push through it, power down another coffee? You're not alone. Most of us have been conditioned to suppress our anxiety or distract ourselves from it. But here's the truth: you can't manage what you don't understand. And anxiety is not a weakness, it's a signal. Let's learn how to respond to it instead of reacting to it. 1. Grounding through breath, the science of regulation. The first tool is your breath. It may sound too simple, but conscious breathing is a powerful nervous system intervention. Research from Harvard Medical School shows that slow, deep breathing stimulates the vagus nerve, which activates your parasympathetic nervous system, your body's rest and digest response. Let's try this together. Inhale deeply through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold that breath for 3 seconds. Now exhale slowly through your mouth for 5 seconds. Again, inhale for 4, hold for 3, exhale for 5. This is the no 4-3-5 breath, and it can reduce cortisol levels and lower heart rate variability in under 3 minutes. Use this before a meeting, after a stressful call, or even while typing an email. It's portable, private, and incredibly effective. 2. Thought labeling, shifting the mental frame. Have you ever had a spiral like this? I missed a deadline. My manager probably thinks I'm incompetent. What if I lose my job? I'll never be successful. Sound familiar? This is a common pattern in anxiety. A small trigger activates a chain of catastrophic thinking. In cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, we call this cognitive distortion. And one of the most effective ways to interrupt it is through thought labeling. Here's how it works. Instead of thinking, I'm failing, you say, I'm having the thought that I'm failing. This simple phrase, I'm having the thought, creates distance. It reminds your brain that not all thoughts are facts. Now try reframing. Original, I always mess things up. Reframed, I made a mistake. That's human, I can learn and improve. This shift rewires neural pathways. Over time, your brain learns to challenge automatic fear-based patterns and replace them with more balanced ones. Even 5 minutes of reframing a day can make a measurable impact, according to the UK's National Health Service. 3. Micro-meditations for real-time anxiety. Let's talk about mindfulness, but make it realistic. You don't need to sit in lotus position for 30 minutes. You don't even need a quiet room. Micro-meditations are short, focused awareness exercises that take 1 to 3 minutes. Here's one. Sit upright. Focus on your breath. With each inhale, silently say, I am here. With each exhale, silently say, I release. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back. You can also do a 5-4-3-2-1 grounding scan. Name 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, 1 thing you can taste. This sensory grounding interrupts anxiety by anchoring you in the present. A 2020 study in Mindfulness Journal found that daily 3-minute meditation significantly reduced workplace anxiety and increased resilience in high-stress professions like healthcare and tech. 4. Body-based resets, where the tension lives. Anxiety isn't just in the mind. It's in your shoulders, your jaw, your gut. The next tool is a body scan reset, a somatic practice to locate and release tension. Let's try a brief one together. Close your eyes. Bring awareness to your feet. Notice any sensation. Now move to your calves, thighs, hips. Continue up through your torso, shoulders, arms, face. Breathe into each area. As you exhale, imagine letting go of any tightness or resistance. This simple check in lowers muscle tension, improves posture, and helps the body remember it's safe. Many people store anxiety in their upper back, their jaw, or even in clenched hands. With awareness, you can release it and feel lighter instantly. 5. Journaling for clarity and decompression. Let's talk about lehi writing. Not to be perfect, but to be free. Journaling helps translate chaotic thoughts into structured words. It gives form to the formless, and that calms the brain. Set a timer for 3 minutes. Write this prompt. What am I feeling right now? Why might I be feeling it? Let it flow. No grammar checks, no overthinking. Now ask, what would I say to a friend feeling this way? What do I need in this moment? According to research in the Journal of Anxiety Disorders, expressive writing for just 15 minutes a day over 4 days reduced symptoms of generalized anxiety for 76% of participants. And you can do this in a notes app, a paper journal, or even in an email draft. Words heal. 6. Creating your stress circuit breaker. Imagine you're in a workday spiral. Slack is pinging, your inbox is overflowing. You skipped lunch again. Now ask, what's one thing I can do right now that's completely unrelated to work and takes less than 3 minutes? Ideas. Step outside and feel sunlight on your face. Splash cold water on your wrists. Watch your pet. Smell a calming scent. Listen to one favorite song. This is called a Mound Circuit Breaker, a brief interruption that signals your nervous system to reset. You're not abandoning your job, you're protecting your bandwidth. And that's not lazy, that's leadership. Number 7. The power of pairing, linking stress and recovery. High performance athletes know this. Recovery is part of training. So let's use stress pairing. For every stressful activity, intentionally add a calming one. Examples: after a long Zoom call, stand and stretch. After responding to 20 emails, do a breathing exercise. After a tough conversation, journal for 2 minutes. This balances your nervous system and prevents burnout from accumulating like a pressure cooker. This approach is used in trauma-informed workplaces and is recommended by the American Psychological Association as a protective factor against workplace exhaustion. 8. Designing a calmer workspace. Now let's shift your environment. Even small changes can have a huge impact on your stress levels. Try these. Use a blue or green screensaver, colors associated with calm. Add a small plant to your desk, shown to reduce stress hormones. Place a sticky note that says, pause, breathe, reframe. Keep a calming object in reach, a worry stone, bracelet, or essential oil. Create a transition ritual at the end of your workday, lighting a candle, playing a song, stretching. Your physical space sends constant signals to your brain. Make sure some of them say, you're safe. Wrapping up, building your own toolkit. You now have 8 practical tools. Let's recap. 1. 4-3-5. Breathing. 2. Thought labeling and reframing. 3. Micro meditations and grounding. 4th. Body scan resets. 5. 3-minute journaling prompts. 6. Circuit breakers to reset the nervous system. 7. Stress pairing to balance your day. 8. Environmental design for calm and clarity. You don't need to use all of these at once. Start with one. Practice it daily, not perfectly, but consistently. You're retraining your mind and body to respond differently to stress. That's not easy, but it is possible, and it starts small. In episode 3, we'll go deeper into mindfulness and meditation, beyond the hype, beyond the cliches, and I'll show you how to make them part of your daily routine, even in the middle of a noisy, demanding work life. Until then, breathe gently, speak kindly to yourself, and remember the way you feel is not a personal failure. It's a message, and you're learning to listen. I'm Liz, and this is Unwind